Welcome to Board Games Daddy. You remember this game, Fate of the Elder Gods? I've shown the inside on the channel, and so it's a Cthulhu game where you need to summon an Elder God, and if you are the first to get to 9 summoning points, you win the game, and you can screw the other player's game in many ways, using this circle and 6 or 7 places you can visit. All of them locations very well known, like Streets of Arkham and the library, etc., and Cthulhu there. So yeah, this is not an inside of Fate of Elder Gods, but I found out there was an expansion for this game. There was an expansion. Let me just take it out the camera. An expansion, which is still I need to open Beasts from Beyond, the Fate of Elder Gods expansion. This looks like the Streets of Arkham, but there's a monster there. It's a big box. It's like half the size of the base game, you see? So with lots of minis. What kind of twist will this add? In the twisted growth on the outskirts of Arkham, to the darkened angles, in the very corners of withered homes lies a vast menagerie of evil waiting to be summoned. With the Beasts from Beyond expansion for Fate of Elder Gods, your cult will use new spells to make some of the most classic creatures from Lovecraftian lore do your bidding. Bring forth the mysterious Migu, the Dark Young, Deep Ones, Byakhees, Goat Spawns, Hunting Horror, and a Hound of Tindalos, or even the terrifyingly unpredictable Shoggoth. What is this one? Players will also have the chance to summon four new Elder Gods: Shub-Niggurath, Ghatanothoa, Dagon, and Eek. Okay, so what I'm getting here is spells that will summon these beasts to do what? See? And 4 extra Elder Gods that you can choose in the beginning, which was what we expected from an expansion. More cards, more characters, more locations, maybe, but although they did not describe that. So let's take a look. Okay, what do we have here? Okay, let me just have an overlook to know how to guide you through the box. Okay, minis. Manual. It's not big, but so the 4 new beasts, the 4 cards to choose them, and spells, monster tokens. What the hell are monster tokens? That's new. And 8 monster cards for these 8 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Incorporating the expansion. So new spells. This expansion includes 2 spells that may be used in any game if you wish to include them. Monsters. So let's see how monsters work. Includes new lodge boards with more Elder Gods to serve, as well as introducing monster and spells with which to summon forth the otherworldly beasts. All mats and cards are marked with the expansion icon, the tentacles. Okay, so monsters are mythic creatures that cults may summon to aid their nefarious quest. Monsters are represented by a deck of cards and a special set of miniatures. Okay, shuffle the monster cards and deal 2 face up near the altar. Okay, so they start in the altar. Place the other monster card face down in a deck reserve. In step 8 of the setup, place Call of the Wicked Ones, Command and Enlighten the investigator spells in the spell deck before shuffling. Summoning and controlling monsters. Okay, when a spell it allows you to summon a monster, choose one of the 2 face-up monster cards or draw the next monster reserve. Place the monster card face up near your lodge and retrieve the appropriate monster miniature from the supply. Any remaining face-up monster cards are placed at the top of the monster card. There is a spot for the monster tokens. Retrieve the appropriate amount of tokens. Each monster card lists the name of the monster and their abilities. Be sure to activate any special Placement ability that occurs. Okay. A cult can only have control of one monster at a time. If a spell or dark gift would cause the cult to summon a new monster, the previous one goes away. Okay, maybe we'll understand better when we see the monsters. New Elder Gods. Okay. Let's see what is new. Elder Gods. I'm just noticing that I don't see the cards. Where are the cards? Okay, there are the cards. New Gods. Ghatanothoa. It says fungi from your god, so this guy is a fungus guy. Sacrifice a cultist from your lodge and place a Migo in any location. Migo should be a monster, right? The Migo are cultists, but count as 2 for the purpose of control. Okay. What are amigos? We need to see. If an opposing cultist enters a location with a Migo, roll 1 die. If it's a Cthulhu, you destroy that. Let's take a look at the guy. Then Dagon. Wow, lots of Maya symbols here. Inca Maya. The Innsmouth look. Choose one location, roll 1 die for each investigators present. For each destroy the investigation. Place one of your cultists from your lodge into that location. It comes from the sea. Shub-Niggurath. So many mouths. 1,000 young. Discard any monster you control and its corresponding tokens. Draw 3 monster cards from the face down monster reserve. Summon 1 and place the other cards on the bottom. This does not result in a curse. Okay, so this guy is a specialist for monsters. And Yeek. Carpet of Serpents. Choose one location, roll 5 dice for each Cthulhu thing. Roll 1. Return 1 cultist to its lodge. For each path stuff, move an investigator to another location. Okay, so this guy is cleaner. Like a serpent god. Okay. I want to take a look at these minis more detail. So we get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then the gargoyles and the big guy. Okay, so maybe these are the Migos. Okay. It's like a insect, a crab people with wings. Very bad quality. It's a mix between plastic and rubber or something. They feel like they can bend easily. Not super solid. And there's the bigger one here. You can even see the remains of paint there. It still shines from the glue or whatever. Very poor quality. Okay, when I put one, the other one jumps. That's funny. Okay, a frog-like creature. It's a frog. Super strange. Another one, so lots of repetition here. Some of these monsters will duplicate themselves or something, or spawn more similar ones. What's this guy? Mouth is vertically to the head. There's a dog-like creature with the tongue. We'll see their names. We'll see their names on the cards. Wow. These two are very similar. And one of them is Shoggoth, and the other one is his cousin. I guess this is the Elder God because it looks bigger, and this is a smaller monster. Let's see if we can give names to these people, to these guys. So we take this out. I guess the box will only keep the miniatures, so it would be awesome if I could get rid of this and just put everything on base game. I'll take a look at the insert there. So you have the cards. Oh, the monsters are also here. Let me see how will I open it. Where's the scissor? It's very tough to open. It's very tight here. I'll try to make this is not going to go well. Let me try going by the corner. Wow, this is really well packed. There is absolutely no tolerance or flexibility. Oh, I need to damage the card there. This is going to be half an hour video for me to try to go in. Okay, so I just damaged the card. Was it the card or just the plastic? Okay, I need 1 millimeter here. Okay. It's for the views, guys. It's for I need to do 4,000 hours of views, accumulated views, 4,000, in order to start monetizing the channel. So let's make it count. Please don't skip it. Leave the video playing, put on fast forward at least, and help me to accumulate those 4,000 hours I need. I'm not halfway through yet, so. Oh god. I'm going to use my. And I guess that we'll have the same problem there with the other deck. How do they do this stuff? Not thinking about how the players will unbox it. I'm going to use a nail to make it. It's impossible to go through in any other way. So, okay, so now I've damaged the pack. Let's see how big is the damage here. This way, right? So I just damaged that card a little bit. It's the one that my nail went in. So, yeah. It's your fault, not mine. You're the company that does this game. So, okay, so these are the Elder Gods that we can take away. Those are for distributing the game. And let's take a look at the monsters. So, Shoggoth. Place the Shoggoth at. I'm still thinking about this. At the other worlds, once summoned, and at the beginning of each of your turns, roll 1 die for each investigator at Shoggoth's location. For each Cthulhu, you return to the supply. For each other sign, move next clockwise location. After all dice have been rolled, move Shoggoth to the next location clockwise. When Shoggoth returns to the other worlds, destroy all investigators on your lodge and remove Shoggoth from play. And at the beginning of each turn, okay, so he's going to circle around and do some cleaning. Okay, cool. The Dark Young, that's the tree guy. On your turn, you may discard 1 token. Okay, so this is like the lives, the abilities they can do, and this guy doesn't have any activated ability, so doesn't have the slots. On your turn, you may discard 1 token to place Dark Young at the location. Move all investigators there to any one adjacent location. Then roll 3 dice. For each beep, destroy a cultist. For each good, destroy 2 cultists. Investigators cannot be placed or moved into locations occupied by Dark Young. Okay, so this guy will protect a location that you need. The Deep Ones. Upon summoning, place 1 Deep One on 3 different locations. On your turn, you may remove 1 token and choose a location occupied by Deep One and destroy 1 cultist or investigator at that location. The Deep One count as 1 cultist for the purpose of control, but cannot be sacrificed. Locations occupied by deep ones may not be targeted by Dagon's power, which was Dagon. There is Dagon here on the right side. So Dagon was the one that cleared, right? For each, destroy investigators and place locations occupied by deep ones may not be okay. So cannot use the power where deep ones are. These guys are very similar, right? Look at the deep ones and Dagon. They're from the same family. These guys report to Dagon because these are monsters and this is an elder god. No, so that's why they cannot destroy them. Okay, so this guy has 3 slots, but 2 of them are marked as something. The Migo, there they go, the Migos. On your turn, instead of playing an astral symbol, you may discard 1 token to move the fate piece to another location and place 1 Migo there instead of a cultist. Migo are considered cultists but count as 2 for the purpose of control. Migos cannot be sacrificed. After a token is discarded and Migo placed in the location, if I think this is an artifact. Place 1 artifact top of the artifact deck, face down in the current location, astral column, and the next cult to ready a spell that takes the. Okay, I'm not sure what this was. Okay, the hunting horror, the feather, the winged serpent. Place the hunting horror on discard. Okay, the monster goes here. On your turn, you may discard 1 token to place the hunting horror or any lodge. When ta is added to an occupied lodge, roll 1 die for each. On a cthulhu result, destroy. Then return hunting horror to discard. If the hunting horror returns to discard and there are no more tokens, remove hunting horror from play. So you have 3 chances to use. Byakhees. Upon summoning, gain 1 gate card from a place the Byakhees. 1 gate card and place Byakhees at any location. On your turn, you may discard the token, yes 3, to move Byakhees to any 2 and any 2 cultists at this current location to another location. So it's a teleporter of soldiers. Now the goat spawn. On your turn, you may discard 1 token to place the goat spawn to a location. Then roll 3 dice. For each elder sign, move 1 investigate to another location. For each super elder sign, move to any lodge. Then choose a cult with at least 1 cult in this location and curse. Wow. Hound of Tindalos. Big text here. Discard 1 token to place a Hound of Tindalos on the summon track of any land. Summon track? The cult summon track cannot advance while being occupied by the Hound. Okay. That's good. To remove the Hound of Tindalos, the cult may either choose to become cursed or visit the ceremony and remove the Hound of Tindalos instead of activating the gods. Okay. So this is a stalling monster. It will delay the other player's game. Okay, so there are the monster tokens here, and we still have here a few cards to see. Oh, there's a. Okay, I need to use this thing to place the knife there, the scissors, without damaging anything else, please. Okay, that's easy. That's easy with that hole. Going through the hole was easy. And new spells. So command, move a monster, call of the wicked one, summon a monster. I guess everything is monster related, right? And then the purple things for summoning. I guess this is lots of repetition of the same powers but with different combinations. That's it. Okay, this was Beasts from Beyond. I hope you enjoyed. So if you are into board games or you want to see Fate of the Elder Gods base game unboxing, I truly invite you to check the channel, see what's there. Leave a like, subscribe, and be part of this community, helping me to reach out to the 4,000 hours that I need to start monetizing. Thank you. Enjoy. Goodbye.